Hey, hello, Bonjour. My name is S.h.e.r.i.s.s.e and welcome to my channel. In today's video, I show you how we built our pergola and all the things we learned, from the budget to the overall cost, the mistakes we made, and my cue plans for my pergola. So let's get into it. First things first, I want to introduce you to Mr. Luca. Yeah, he only gets tied up when he's naughty.
Hi.
So one
How's
of
it
our
going?
very first and
Oh.
obvious mistakes was putting in a pergola 4 years after building the deck. That was the very first mistake. Because, this work right here was very tedious. It was hard. It was tricky. My husband couldn't fit in there, so I had to do it, No shame. But anyway, so if you are thinking about building, or if you are building a deck and you are thinking about putting pergola in, maybe you're on the ropes, do it, okay? Putting a pergola in would have saved us so much money because we decided to put gazebos in, and they did not withstand our beautiful, unpredictable Manitoba, Canada weather. But anyway, this is pretty much all done. The boxes are fit. This right here is called a chalk line or a chalk reel, or I can't remember what else it's called, but it's just a string filled with chalk, and it's to help straighten things, measure things, to keep things straight. But my husband is the one who does the math. All right. I am horrible at math. And lucky for my children, they got my husband's math skills. Now I'm good at reading, kind of, I kind of suck at it, but I'm good. I memorize it very well because I do have dyslexia. But anyway, okay, let's stop saying anyway, all right? So I dug out the holes. Now we're just going to go ahead and put the beams in. And from there, we put the concrete in, but we have to wrap the poles with some kind of paper first to protect the poles because, the concrete's going to be splashing the poles. But here are the poles up. We got to get the concrete ready. And here's me not paying attention to my husband as usual. Happy ADHD.
Which it'll kind of overhang her
Hi,
too.
Bruno.
S.h.e.r.i.s.s.e.
Huh?
It'll come overhang her a little bit too.
Oh, yeah.
Like the board will come up to like here.
Yeah.
So my husband was just giving me a visual, and me being me, I got distracted as usual. So I do have ADHD, so I get distracted very easily. You're going to see that a lot here. So we're ADHD friendly here, all right? Let's get distracted together. But anyway, back to the pergola thingy. Oh, in a little bit, you're going to see me and my husband kind of bicker at each other. And the reason I kept it in there was because I kind of thought it was funny. Like, we've been together for 13 years. We hardly bicker, we're past that. So I just, kept it in there because I thought it was funny. Me and my husband laughed about it and we watched back. So
as long as this is down there.
Oh, I know. That's what I was asking you.
Well, why didn't you just do it? That's what.
No, I was asking you. I said, how do you want me to cut it?
let the awkward silence commence. That's funny though. Gotta be honest with you.
Oh, that look.
Oh, yeah.
So here we are pouring the concrete. Now, one of the things I will suggest if you are working with concrete for the first time, keep in mind about weather. One thing that we didn't really think about was the weather. We had to really rush this process because we found out later that there was a rainstorm coming. But thankfully, the concrete set in time. But if you are working with concrete for the first time, keep in mind and plan accordingly, because that's one thing that will mess you up. Okay, so this is the next day, the next afternoon, and also if you hear music or things in the background, that's my son watching TV. And anyway, so here we are putting up the beams. He hadn't screwed them in yet. He was just making sure that it was aligned properly. And he was clipping them in because I couldn't, I ain't that strong. I can't hold it up for that long. You know what I'm saying? Those things are actually quite heavy for a girl like me.
Nine more to go, right?
Yeah.
The lighting's kind of not that great right now.
So you got this other one cut.
All right, I have aligned everything. I have cut everything down. I have also sanded the ends and everything. I did all this work. This is my assistant right here. Yeah, the hell assistant. Everything is all. I did all the mathematical aligning.
I am just joking around. He did an awesome job doing our pergola. But if you hear my son in the background, that's just my son in the background. Anyway, so I'm going to talk to you a little bit about the added costs. So one of the added costs was this black hardware. The silverware was actually a lot more cheaper, though even the whiteware, but the blackware was a lot more expensive. I'm not exactly sure why. I believe we did spend an extra $600 on the hardware. So that's one thing you have to think about. And also it was really hard to find this black hardware. We actually went to 4 different Home Depots and yeah, we had to really hunt for them, to be honest with you. So, and we also ordered some online. I do believe that's what we did. But yeah, that's an extra cost that we didn't think about or budget in.
Holy shit! Holy shit! Just kidding. Fuck, he still keeps seeing this pillow around. I don't even fucking need this fucking pillow.
Here is the finished pergola. I didn't paint it yet, but this is it. But thank you for watching. I'll catch you guys in the next one, okay? Bye! Oh my God, this was so hard.